What's up, guys? It's Drama here. I know this isn't like my usual type of video. This isn't something that I normally make. This isn't like Pokemon Go or gameplay or anything like that. But I kind of wanted to talk about something. I was just watching a Chase Face video, and the title of the video is Pokemon Go Isn't Pokemon. And that got me thinking about something. Not necessarily like what he said or what the video was about, but it just got me thinking that, like, yeah, the average Pokemon Go player probably has never played a main series game, and the only thing that they know about Pokemon Go is what Niantic reveals to them. Because I've heard things say like, oh, Niantic should make this shiny, or Niantic should put this Pokemon in the game, or Niantic should make this Pokemon shiny this color. When in reality, that's not the case. Shinies are based off what their shiny form in the main series, in the current main series game is. And, me, I'm the kind of person that in our Pokemon Go group that we have, I'm one of the go-to people because I play the main series games. I know most of the information, I would say, or I wouldn't say most of it. I would say I'm pretty knowledgeable when it comes to what Pokemon are good to use, or type advantages, or what evolutions are coming up, what Pokemon to be saving candies for, things like that. So I got to thinking also that, yeah, Pokemon Go isn't a main series game, but to a lot of people, Pokemon Go is Pokemon, and what they know about Pokemon is Pokemon Go. And just like everybody who started off with their first main series game, whether it be red, blue, yellow, or green if you're in Japan, maybe some people came in Gen 2, gold, silver, or crystal. A lot of people came in Gen 3. A lot of people that I talked to started at Ruby, Sapphire, or Emerald. And then a lot of people also came in Diamond and Pearl and Platinum and 4th Gen. So Pokemon Go is to some people what red and blue are to players like me. See, to me, blue version was the first game that I had, and then I picked up yellow, and then gold and crystal, and then ruby, and then diamond, and then Omega Ruby. I got out of it in 5th and 6th gen, and then I came back in Omega Ruby. And but I kind of wanted to just talk about, I've met a lot of really cool people who only know Pokemon Go, and to them, like I said, Pokemon Go is their blue version. It's their emerald version. And so, in a sense, yes, it is Pokemon. And I know it's not, the main series where they know like abilities and, Pokemon are supposed to have 4 attacks, speed stats, IV training, EV training, things like that. But they know what is the current meta, or they know what's currently in the game, just like we did when we started in blue version. There was no IV training, EV training, or shiny hunting, things like that. Now you can go shiny hunting in Pokemon Go. There's plenty of shiny Pokemon in the game that you can just go and shiny hunt in the game. So, to a lot of people, this is Pokemon. This is what they know that Pokemon is. And it's really cool to see people interact with a game like this, and to see, like I said, a lot of people think that Pokemon Go is whatever Niantic decides that it is. And to a sense, it is, because they have to make the formula and the gameplay to it. But a lot of new people are introduced to Pokemon because of Pokemon Go. And so they know stats and things that other Pokemon Go players told them, or that they learned off of other players like me that have played the main games, and that they know, like weaknesses, type advantages, things like that, because of other players helping them. When I was little, there wasn't a whole lot of people playing Pokemon. I bought a blue version because a friend of mine bought a blue version, and you know, there were, where I lived, a lot of my friends did have the game, but it wasn't like today where we just really went out and just played together. I mean, sure, sometimes we'd have like sleepovers or whatever, and we'd all bring our games, and we would battle each other or trade, but we had to do that, you know, one at a time because of the link cables and all that. Or, you know, whenever I was playing Diamond version, you know, it's not like you can do the wireless connecting like today, where you have an Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and where you can have 4 people play at once, and like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire and X and Y, and you can have, you know, teams against each other. You know, you could do 2v2 battles and whatnot. So it's cool because to a lot of new people, that this Pokemon Go is Pokemon to them. Like I said, it's their blue version, it's their platinum version, it's their, you know, whatever, it's their Ruby version. And so it has introduced a lot of people that otherwise wouldn't go out and buy a Nintendo DS for what, $200 or whatever it is, and then buy the game for $40 on top of that. You know, this game is free. It's on their phone that they already have. You know, they're already using it. And so, you know, there's no real reason for them to not try it. And they just like the mechanics and they like the aspect of it. And so they keep playing. You know, I'm talking about just casual people that don't really know. And then they meet up with other casual people that had been playing, you know, for about a year, maybe a couple of months, because they like it. And so they're sharing information back and forth. Then they meet up with other players like me that have been in Pokemon since we were 10, 12 years old. And now we're sharing information that they didn't know, and then that we're all learning. Maybe they know something about Pokemon Go specifically that I didn't know. You know? So it's... Pokemon Go is not Pokemon, but it is. It's their blue version, you know, and there's a lot of people that, because the Pokemon Go community is so tight and so caring and so at least especially with the group that I'm in, everybody is really nice. Everybody is super want to help each other out. You know, we post about raids, we post about rare spawns, we post about, you know, when you're, you know, like the Gengar raids that just happened, and it was given the move Psychic, and people, you know, I was telling everybody, you know, if you want, you can just TM, you know, your Gengar and get rid of Psychic, because Psychic doesn't really help Gengar, and get Shadow Ball instead, so that way it has 2 stab moves. And then they're saying, well, what are stab moves? You know, then, so they're like, you're teaching them more about like just Pokemon in general, not just Pokemon Go, but these things apply to all of Pokemon, no matter what. And then when we get abilities in the game, then that's where more trainers like me are going to be more useful to them, because yeah, they're going to figure it out eventually, but when they have people in there that know the games and can tell them, you know, because we're, you know, the Pokemon lovers are dedicated to the game, and so they can help, you know, continue to help each other grow and things like that. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk for a minute about this and just kind of say Pokemon Go is not Pokemon, but it is to a lot of people that have never played it before. Like I said, because they have it readily available on their phones, it's free, there's really nothing for them to lose. So they don't have to, like I said, go out and buy expensive equipment, a new handheld console and the game, just to try a Pokemon game, which a lot of people are, you know, they see you buying a Pokemon game and they're like, you know, they start pointing fingers, and, you know, especially people who are my age, like, you know, 26, 30, you know, people around that age. Heck, we have people in our group that are that are older people, and that's great. Like, you wouldn't see them going out to buy a DS or a 3DS and then spending $40-50 on a new Pokemon game. You know, because then people say, you know, then they see you buying a Pokemon game and they're like, aren't you a little too old to be playing Pokemon? Whereas, you know, you have it on your phone, and people outside of Pokemon Go don't really like know that you have it, and the only people that know you do are people that play with you. So nobody like really condemns you or judges you based, you know, that you're playing Pokemon, or, you know, that you're too old to be playing Pokemon. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you found it informative. I wasn't really trying to be informative. I just kind of wanted to talk. So leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and got a awesome video coming up, and I'll be recording on Tuesday because I got my first EX raid invitation, so watch out for that. I'll see you guys in the next one.